Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Chrome Wolf running on Nintendo Switch. Okay. See, escort the prince. Bring Prince Yuri safely to the Imperial Castle, southwest of Revel City, to hold peace talks with the Emperor. Good morning, everyone. We will now head for the Imperial Castle. The peace talks will be held at the Imperial Castle, across the bridge in the southwest of Revel City. Your last mission as the Chrome Wolf Brigade is to escort Prince Yuri there. There may be insurgent groups that will attack you on your way because they oppose the peace talks. If anything were to happen to Prince Yuri, everything we've done will be in vain. Be on your highest alert. While I'm traveling with you, my secretary will be in charge of any changes to your class or name. However, note that you cannot accept any new missions. Roger that, Your Highness. Security there will be handled by the Imperial Guard and Lord Oswald's personal corps. We didn't put you in the head count for security, so just take it easy after you reach the Imperial Castle. For all of you who have been diligent with me, for me, I've made arrangements for you to be guests today. Wow, that sounds promising. Do we get to go to a ballroom dance too? That depends on the prince's favor. Even if we were invited, I wouldn't go or dance with you. By the way, Lord Oswald and I will be heading to the Imperial Castle early to discuss security for the day. Don't be late because I'm not here to keep you in line. No, of course not, Major. This is our final duty. We'll do it properly. That's reassuring, but with your reputation, I tend to worry anyway. Prince Yuri, we'll be heading out now. See you at the Imperial Castle. Indeed, Major Bart, Lord Oswald, safe travels. Oh boy, they are going to betray us. There's no way this game is over. We should get going immediately as well. Prince Yuri, please come with us in our tank. Yes, that sounds fine. It'll be my first time in one. Noel, Prince Yuri is getting on. Please drive safely. You don't have to tell me. I'd drive safe without you asking anyway. Let's head out. Our fight ends after this. Okay, nothing new. Which is fine. I guess I shouldn't expect anything new. $321.20, $371.05. Oh. 05 is burn resistance. Magic resistance plus 20. Armor plus 20. Southwest, huh? Major did say we wouldn't be free at the Imperial Castle due to security concerns. Are we fully prepared to go? Seems we're good to go. Let's roll out. The Imperial Castle. We made it. This is our destination, the Imperial Castle. So, this is it, eh? Wow, I guess the Emperor's living it up. Look at this place. Tell me about it. I never knew such a beautiful building existed in this world. Hey, William, stop staring so wide-eyed. You look like a country bumpkin. Well, we are. Well, we kind of are. It's not like we unicornians ever had chances to come to places like this. As long as the peace talks go well, you should be free to visit any time in the future. Kruz, you guys finally made it. It seems Prince Yuri is here in one piece as well. Apologies, Prince. We would normally arrange for a more comfortable ride. It's okay, Lord Oswald. The ride was smooth and pleasant, thanks to Noel's spectacular driving. That's good to hear. Good job, Noel. Shucks, it was nothing. I'm sure your folks are tired from being on the road, so take some time to rest before reporting in. Major Bart, I can't have you giving orders here. Everyone must follow my command while in the Imperial Castle. You are? Prince Yuri, it is my sincerest pleasure to meet you. My name is Graham. I'm a colonel, and the Emperor has put me in charge of the Imperial Army's tank division. I see. I've heard the reports. You're the one they call Desert Snowfox. I am deeply honored you know of me. Pardon for being abrupt, but all preparations have been made. Please proceed to the main hall. I understand. I'd rather not waste any time, so let's begin the talks immediately. I'll go and meet with my father, so please rest up. Yes, Prince Yuri. Lord Oswald, we look forward to hearing the results of your meeting. Yes, of course. You can look forward to it. You'll be surprised. Oh, okay. I wonder if they'll be okay. Lord Oswald seems different today. Perhaps he's nervous? Of course he is. You'd be crazy not to be. He's meeting with the Supreme Commander of the enemy. It's not like we can do It's not like we do a cheerleading routine for him or anything. There's nothing we can do. Noel's right. We just have to trust those two and wait patiently. Now, let me show you to your room. I warn you, though, don't try anything funny, because we'll know. Heavens, you still don't trust us. As long as you don't lay a finger on the Prince or Lord Oswald, we'll stay put. I hope so. Come this way. It's been a while, Yuri. You did a fine job coming here. I'm happy to see you mature. Yes, Father. I must first apologize for taking up arms against you. Huh, you're a strange one. Do you really need to apologize? You're the victor that made us concede. However, that was only made possible by sacrificing many men on the battlefront. That's not a crime that can be forgiven. I was confined in a distant area, so I had no other choice but to do so in order to gain an audience. Sorry, I had to plug the keyboard in. I know, you had to display your power to bring about your justice. That is truth. Those that have died fighting for your ideals did so purposely. You should be proud of that. Right now, you should be thinking about how to pay them back for their loyalty. Don't get caught up with other useless thoughts. Yes, Father. Well then, Yuri, what is it you wish for? Yes, Father. There are 3 specific terms I would like to bring to the table. First, I would like to raise the status of Unicornian to equal any other citizen of the Empire and free them from unfair labor. Second, I would like all freedom fighters that fought for Unicornian liberty to be pardoned for crimes related to the Civil War. Lastly, to restore peace to our people by permanently settling things with Hubert. So you still haven't strayed from your pacifist standpoint. I accept your terms. However, I have one condition on my end as well. That is? The blueprints for the element bomb that the freedom fighters stole. If we get that back, your terms will be granted. What? You don't mean to tell me you plan to actually make that monstrous weapon, do you? Having that will will only feed the flames of war. Just think about it, Yuri. Hubert is a powerful nation. We never had a chance against him in the first place. How do you think we survived all this time? Well, I'd like to think our brave soldiers fought valiantly for this empire. That's true. Their valor combined with cutting-edge arms allowed the Imperial Army to stave off outside enemies. The foundation of our strength could be attributed to one asset, the dedication of Unicornians. I presume you understand what will happen if we truly liberate them and lose that asset, right? Of course I do. That's why I insist on peace with Hubert. If we can form an alliance with Hubert, we wouldn't have to worry about being invaded by Hubert or anyone else. So, Hubert would be protecting us, eh? In exchange for that, we will become Hubert's territory, losing our lands and other rights. When that happens, I'm guessing the fate of Unicornians will only get worse. Is that the future you're talking about? No, it's not. Well, what can I do then? How do I save the Unicornians? You need not despair. We developed the element bomb for that reason, for that very reason. If we have that, Hubert wouldn't carelessly attack us. We can curtail the military with them off of our shoulders. If the military is curtailed, then you can reduce military funding, stabilizing domestic affairs in the Empire. That means we can make do without Unicornians doing forced labor. After that, Unicornians will be granted an autonomous region where they can build a city and not worry about discrimination. We have already secured a spot for that. Take a look at this map. This area is a wasteland. You don't mean to have your Unicornians live there. There isn't even a way to procure food out there. You must reconsider. I cannot do that. Any fertile land is already owned by others. The Empire owes a great debt to these people. We cannot just take their lands from them. I can't believe the Empire's state of affairs has already become this bad. Regardless, do you mean to make the Unicornians suffer even more than they already have? If there isn't any land, do something about it. You're the Emperor. You can make it happen. Yes, I could. However, the Imperial noblemen will revolt if I do. Do I have to fight them next? Is that the solution you were hoping for? The Empire does not solely belong to me. A nation is the sum of its parts, which are the people. Just because I'm the Emperor does not mean I can do as I please. The Emperor is but a single part of this nation. Develop the wasteland. Your freedom starts with gaining your own land. We will do whatever we can to help. Yuri, you understand where I'm coming from, don't you? Once we develop the land, the Empire will come in and steal it. Is that the plan? A developed land full of Unicornians. Why, it's a perfect place to use the element bomb, isn't it? Nonsense. I would never do such a thing. As if your word was worth much more. You once declared Unicornians should be liberated, then trampled all over us. You have not changed at all since that time. We are simply tools to you. In the past, war tools, and now we are just slaves you plan to use in a similar fashion. If only I knew. If only I knew, I would have never let my sister Juliana get close to you. Oswald, silence at once. I understand how you feel, but I cannot allow you to speak so recklessly. No, you don't understand. You were raised in the castle. You wouldn't understand our hatred. Can you hear me, comrades? The plan starts now. These are freedom fighters? We're in the middle of an important meeting. Leave at once. They will do no such thing. They agreed with my opinion, and we share a true ideal. We will now attain our liberty. We will start the campaign for Unicornian independence. Do you plan to kill me, Oswald? Yes, Emperor. To pursue a life of happiness, your era must end. What are you saying? Are you serious? Yes, Prince. You bet I am. This is the conclusion I came to after 20 years of suffering. Very well, Oswald. Give it your best shot. You will meet your doom at the hands of my people. I assure you, Emperor, that won't happen. That's because I've got my hands on something so powerful it will shut anybody up. Something powerful? Lord Oswald, don't tell me you completed it. But how? The freedom fighters shouldn't have had the capital to develop something like that. A certain party became our benefactor in the matter. They heard our plan and offered to help. In other words, I am justice. I will grant all Unicornians in the Empire a utopia to live in. Oswald, you idiot. Don't you know what their aim is? If you listen to their empty promises, they'll take over the Empire's land, and Unicornians will face even stronger adversity than ever before. Pardon me, Emperor. I think their word is more trustworthy than from someone who has already betrayed us once before. Besides, I have something powerful. As long as I have that, they won't carelessly march into this kingdom. Now, Prince Yuri, come this way. You are to rule as the Unicornian King in our soon-to-be land. Stop this. Stop this at once, Lord Oswald. I cannot walk the same path as you if you choose to use such violent acts. Without me, you'll lose all that's left of my mother. Is that all right with you? You're really naive and stupid, boy. After everything you've heard, you still trust that man? It's a shame, Prince Yuri. I thought you, of all people, would understand our feelings. You leave me no choice. Both father and son shall disappear along with this castle, once and for all. Bastard! Our empire won't let a traitor like you roam free. Ridiculous. Huh? Sis, that sound. Yeah, it came from outside. You don't suppose... What is it, Olga? Williot, you heard it too, right? A gunshot, Kruz. Somewhere in the castle, some idiot fired a gunshot. Hold up. Did you say gunshot? But the Emperor and Prince are in the middle of negotiations. We shouldn't just sit here. We have to go and see what happened. I knew things were going to work out. It's like way too early into the story for things to work out. Although I'm a little surprised they're not going to kill one of my companions, since it seems like they don't really have a problem killing characters in this game. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. It's still early. Whoa, what's going on here? Freedom fighters are going crazy in the castle? Hey, who told you to do this? I order you to hold your fire this instant. Shut it. This is the campaign to liberate Unicornians. Those that weren't chosen can just die. Wait, why are these guys pointing their guns at us? Aren't we allies? Did they rebel? But why at a time like this? I'd like to ask the same thing. What in the world are they thinking? I don't know, but there's only one thing to do. Major Bart, please take care of the guys over there. What's going on here? We'll have to suppress them now. Things have finally piped down, but why in the world did they do that? They mentioned something about a campaign. You don't suppose they've been brainwashed by some cult group or something? I'm not sure, but to attack in the Imperial Castle, this is not your run-of-the-mill rebel group. Kruz, look over there. The rebel soldier's badge. These guys are Oswald's men. Lord Oswald's men? Does that mean they assigned to security? Does that mean those assigned to security started to rebel? Found you, Rebel Army ingrates. Drop your weapons and raise both hands so I can see them. Graham, wait. You got it all wrong. We have nothing to do with this. Forget that. What's going on? What happened here? You can quit the act. You tried to capture the Imperial Castle under the guise of peace talks. Why would we do that? This is not our intention. Look, we were attacked the same as you. You expect me to believe you? Is this the only tactic the Rebel Army has? Cowards. What are you two doing? This is no time to be arguing like children. She's right. The Emperor and Prince Yuri might be in danger. We have to hurry to the meeting hall. Fine, come with me. Any funny business lands a bullet to your heads. Whatever. What is this? Emperor, Prince Yuri, are you two all right? Prince Yuri, are you all right? Tell us what happened. Oswald tried to kill my father and I, but my father shielded me, so I'm still alive. I never imagined my father taking a bullet from me. Why did this happen? I don't believe it. So Oswald is behind all this, but why would he cause this mess? That's because he's placing the hopes of Unicornians outside the Empire. Father, I'm glad you're still with us. That bullet was meant to hit me for the things I've done in the past. Emperor, please do not waste your energy. Your wound will only get worse. We'll apply first aid. No, that won't be necessary. This wound will soon send me off eternally. Father, do not lose hope. You were always so proud of surviving fierce battles. Yuri, listen. Oswald. He's degraded himself to a Hubert spy. Shoot Oswald, Yuri. Protect all those that live in our empire. I can't do that. Everything I've done up until now has been due to the freedom fighters. I don't have the ability to fight. I would only increase the body count, Father. Please help me. Don't be selfish, Yuri. I was never much of a father to you. But if there's one thing, you should know what it means to be a ruler. To make your ideals come true, do not fear getting your hands dirty. This is the responsibility of a ruler. Cough. Emperor! Looks like this is it for me. I'm sorry for not fulfilling any of my promises. Graham, please, protect Yuri. He must live. He's the Empire's last hope. Father! Father! Unbelievable. How can Oswald sell out to Hubert? This is the worst possible outcome. By switching loyalties, our reputation as Unicornians will only get worse. What's that sound? Or what's that sound? It's not an earthquake, but where's the sound coming from? This isn't good. Everyone, look outside. There's a floating castle? What? That's a flying castle? That can't be real. I must be dreaming, right? That's no dream. That's an anti-gravity engine powered by elementite. I can't believe they have one. Well, do you know what that is? An anti-gravity engine that uses refined elementite. I did research on it back in school. But to lift something of that size, you would need a preposterous amount of elementite. This must be Oswald's doing as well. He probably got the elementite from Hubert. Hubert mines the largest amount of elementite. Something like that would be possible with their resources and the Empire's technology. So you're saying Oswald built that thing? Kruz, what'll we do? The castle won't stand a chance against it. Calm down, Williet. I'm sure their engine is barely lifting that thing off the ground. The most it can do is drop a few bombs. It's not anything to fret over. No, it is. Our enemy is Oswald. He completed it. When you say it, you mean the element bomb? Prince Yuri, is there an element bomb in that stronghold? Oswald said he'd make us disappear along with the castle. I'm sure that's what he was referring to. This is the worst. No way. Is this all my fault? But we don't know if he's really going to use it. There's so many of Oswald's men in the castle, right? He would never... I think his men are well aware of what they're doing. This goes to show how much hatred we Unicornians bear. I know I do, but that's just wrong. If you want to shout, save it for after you get out of here alive. Judging by its speed, it'll be right above the Imperial Castle in 60 minutes. So we blow up with the rest of the castle if we can't escape in that time. That's not funny. Those guys are prepared to die. I don't think they'll just let us through. Yeah, get ready for the pain. We've got no other options. We're the only ones that can protect Prince Yuri. I'll leave the safety of Prince Yuri to Chrome Wolf Brigade. Snowfox and I will distract the enemy, so use the opportunity to escape. Yes, Major Bart. Graham, don't die on me today. Don't jinx me. You too. Prince Yuri better not suffer a single scratch or else. Yeah, you got it. This will be a test of our luck. The odds are against us, but we can't afford to lose. Emperor, I could not protect you. Normally I would give up my life for allowing you to perish. However, I will not die until I have fulfilled your last order. Please forgive me. Prince Yuri, please stay safe. Yes, same to you. Now then, let's head out ourselves. The time limit is 60 minutes. Any time spent moving and in battles is counted. If the time runs out, we'll be blown to smithereens along with the Imperial Castle by the element bomb. Oswald also jammed teleport magic, so that's not an option. In other words, we can't use the teleportal until we leave the Imperial Castle. Before I forget, the time spent in the menu does not count towards the timer. You can relax while in menus. However, it seems you can't save while the timer is counting down until we escape the Imperial Castle. We should probably save before we go. Kruz, what'll we do? Save data now? Of course. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, once we leave the save screen, the countdown will begin. Interesting. Boy, what an interesting change of events. We'll now begin our retreat. Prince Yuri, please do not stray far from our formation. Right. Oh, okay. The perspective is messing me up a little bit. I'm sure it's plenty of time. I mean, an hour is a long time. Well, it is kind of a confusing layout. You come this far. We're just about at the exit.
Yeah, looks like we'll make it in on time. I just hope the Major's okay. Of course he is. Who do you think he is? He's Major Bart.
Yeah, Bart the Beast was rumored to be invincible. He wouldn't die even if you killed him. Besides, Grandma's with him. We all know how strong he is. I'm sure they'll survive.
You're right. Now let's hurry and escape ourselves. Wait a sec. There's something coming from the castle exit.
Whoa! A chimera? Where did Oswald get his hands on this?
We don't have a moment to spare. Can't we avoid fighting it? That's impossible. The exit is there. We'll have to defeat it first to get through. And there's nothing to discuss. Prince Yuri, please find a safe spot to hide in. Do be careful, all of you.
Here we go. Chrome Wolf Brigade, charge. Get rid of that obstacle. Hurrah! We somehow handled that thing. All right, everyone, let's get out of here.
As if we would let you. We found you, Chrome Wolf. You are enemies of our liberation. As per Oswald's orders, you shall die right here and now.
The rebels. They surrounded us while we were fighting that chimera.
Get out of the way, people. Don't you see? That Skyfort is about to attack us. When that happens, you'll all die. If you want to live, come and escape with us. We already know that. We were chosen to make the Empire bleed. We're not afraid of death. Die, Prince. Our flames of life will extinguish your evil and detestable flame. No way. The Prince fought for us Unicornians, and this is how you treat him?
Nothing you say will get through to them. They are totally consumed with hatred. Kind of reminds me of myself in the past.
I'll kill you off one at a time. Let's start with that purple-haired girl. Yeep! Don't you dare. She's the little sister of my lifesaver. I won't let you kill her. Williot? No, Williot. You'll get caught up if you...
No problem. You can go first. Die, brat.
Ugh. Ugh.
What? What in heaven's name are you doing? Stop spacing out.
Major Bart, thank goodness you're here.
When will you kids ever grow up?
Major Bart, are you hurt? Did you get shot?
Yeah, I was hit earlier. My mind went blank for a second. Man, I hate getting old. Screw you, Graham. Major, why isn't Graham with you?
I can't believe he abandoned you, Major Bart, especially when you're injured. What was that guy thinking?
Don't say that. I told Snowfox to lead the Imperial Guards and give chase to the enemy by taking another route. I was shot after we split up, so don't blame the guy.
In any case, we should escape immediately. We need to tend to your wounds.
No, I'll stay here. I can hear the footsteps of countless enemies, all coming this way. If they come after us, we're done for. Someone has to stop them.
What? Give me a break. Why do you have to do that?
Noel's right. All we have to do is turn the tables on them.
That's right. We should all get out of here together.
I've analyzed the situation, and my experience tells me we have no chance of winning like that. Are you telling me you would put Prince Yuri's life in danger just to save my own?
Major, you can't escape, right? If we take you along, we won't make it out alive, right?
Yeah, my body won't listen to me. I've lost too much blood.
Major, wait a second. If I lose you too, what am I supposed to do? Please, I need your guidance. This nation, my father's expectations, it's too much.
Stop whining. You're not a little brat anymore. Yuri, the future of this nation depends on you. That's what your father left you. What is it to you if I die? Can you really call yourself a leader if my death faces you?
But...
Oswald is the reason for all of this, but if you consider yourself a victim, you've got it all wrong. My men have fought and died under your orders. They died for you. If you give up now, you'll be trampling all over their graves. You realize this, don't you?
I know that, but that's exactly why I don't want more people... But that's exactly why I don't want any more people to die. And yet you're telling me to fight? You're telling me to make more sacrifices?
Yes, there will be times when you must take one life to save another. You can long for peace, but there will always be bloodshed. You must accept those crimes as your fate. But you will fight to protect and revere the lives of many, many more. That is what a ruler can boast about. Now stand up, Prince. You know what you have to do. Follow your path and keep going forward. The Emperor and I will be watching you from afar.
Major Bart, I understand. Thank you for your service and loyalty.
Kruz, Olga, Gardel, Williot, Noel, protect the Prince. That is my final order to you. Yes, Major Bart, we'll guard him with our lives. Once you get out, head southeast. The Imperial Guard should have a campsite over the bridge. Snowfox will be waiting there for you. Join up and regroup there.
Major Bart, what should I do?
Don't cry like that, Noel. Seeing you like that reminds me of my dead daughter. None of this is your fault, so don't worry about me and just get out of here.
Where?
Now, we're running short on time. You guys get going. Get out of here alive.
Yeah, I'll be sure to live long enough for the both of us. We'll take care of Prince Yuri. We will protect him with everything we've got. Major Bart, thank you for everything.
This will be the last time I can go all out. I wonder if it's karma that I have to fight fellow unicornians. Sorry, but I can't let you take a step past here. Come with me to the depths of the abyss.
There's nothing left of the Imperial Castle. Not even ruins. I can't believe the element bomb is this powerful.
We're going up against someone that has something like that. I gotta say, it scares me.
No matter who or what, we have to do it. We made a promise to Major Bart.
We can't go back to HQ. We don't know where Oswald's men are. The Imperial Guards led by Graham can be found past the bridge southeast of the Imperial Castle. We should head there now.
Yes, please do so.
What is this game about? It's kind of a loaded question. It is about a race of people called the Unicornians who are impressed by the Empire. And they form a group to rebel against the Empire. But just as they are about to defeat the Empire and begin peace talks, there's a traitor group within the Unicornians that sides with the nation against the Empire in order to destroy their former slave masters, the Empire. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this game. Oh, in the first part of the game, there were three comrades who had to follow the Empire's orders. So they were ordered to commit war crimes, of which two of them did, and one rebelled to help support the Unicornians. So it's like a thick military drama. Chrome Wolf, I see you're still in one piece. Above all, I'm glad to see you safe, Prince Yuri.
Yes, Colonel Graham. I'm glad you are safe as well.
You seem to be short a man. What happened to Major Bart? The Major isn't with us anymore. He stayed behind at the Imperial Castle to allow us to escape.
We are so useless. I can't believe this happened.
He passed away before I could make it up to him.
Major Bart, I'm sorry. So sorry.
I see. So Bart the Beast is no more. He was a great warrior that's scared even us. I'm sure he was brave up to his last moments. I understand how you must feel. Unfortunately, now's not the time to be sad. Did something happen? Oswald declared himself the leader of the new freedom fighters through a magic transmission and also announced the demise of the Emperor and Prince Yuri. He also requested that the Imperial Army surrender unconditionally and that the current political system be disbanded.
Excuse me?
We are bringers of true justice. We shall punish the current regime for not keeping their oath to Unicornians. If our demands are not met within the time limit, the Sky Fort Regalia shall bomb every city. You can see the power we possess by looking at what doesn't remain of the Imperial Castle. I look forward to hearing the wise decisions made by the Imperial Diet. This is all we caught of Oswald's proclamation.
Skyfort Regalia?
Is that what he calls that big hunk of junk?
Judging from his message, we can assume there are several element bombs on Regalia.
We have confirmed that the magic transmission used for the proclamation was made from within the Regalia. That means that Oswald is most likely on that thing.
Then let's get going. If we take down the Regalia, all of this will be over.
Say what you want, but even if we know where the enemy is, we don't have a way to get to the Sky Fort, nor the power to defeat them. Graham, are there any units in the Imperial Army that can help us?
Actually, Oswald's freedom fighters have been attacking the Imperial Army after the destruction of the Imperial Castle.
The Imperial Army is barely fending off freedom fighters. Is barely fending the freedom fighters off, so we have no troops to spare. The military is also in shambles now that the Emperor is gone. All the soldiers are confused about what to do.
I suppose we should consider ourselves lucky that Hubert hasn't declared war on us yet.
At this rate, we might really be the only ones to go up against Oswald.
I think it'd be best to return to Freedom Base and talk to the freedom fighters. I doubt every freedom fighter has taken sides with Oswald.
If I may, Prince, we don't know which freedom fighters are supporting Oswald. If we run into the ones that do, Oswald will find out that you're alive. He will chase us to the ends of the earth to get to you.
If we just sit here and twiddle our thumbs, they'll use that bomb again. We have to stop them at all costs.
Prince, we understand how you feel, but making hasty decisions will lead to mistakes. We ask for your patience.
So our hands are tied. If only Major Bart were here, we'd have a plan. He'd have a plan. There's no point in saying that. The Major isn't here, and we're left on our own devices.
By the way, how is Noelle doing? Is she still feeling out of it?
Yeah, the shock was a bit too much for her. She's cooped up in her tent and won't even eat. I'm sure she feels responsible for all this. She was part of the team that developed the element bomb, after all.
Well, we need her now more than ever. She's the only one that can come up with a way to go up against Regalia and the element bomb. I think she knows that.
Where are you going, Kruz?
I'll go to see how Noelle is doing. Continue the meeting without me for now. So, you're up, Noelle. How are you feeling? Want some coffee?
No thanks. Just leave me alone.
I can't do that. We have no ideas about how to defeat Oswald. We need you, Noelle. Won't you consider lending us your knowledge?
No way. There's nothing I can do. Rather, there's nothing I should do. I'm a real idiot. I didn't even think about what could happen with the things I've made. Major Bart died because of me. Everyone at the Imperial Castle died because of me.
I see. So what will you do? Will you just sit here and expect everything to be fine in time? I think you are partially responsible. Everyone who died might still be alive if the element bomb didn't exist. But why beat yourself up about a hypothetical situation? Who benefits from that? Noelle, I killed a person. I shot and killed a defenseless civilian at Trekka village a long time ago.
Huh?
It was an order. I was told that following orders was the right thing to do. I still dream about that incident. When I do, I feel like I could die when I think about how gallant Abel, your brother, was, and how small I was.
My brother? Is that the incident when my brother became a traitor?
I was with him at the time. Noelle, the crime your brother committed was saving the lives of villagers.
He saved the villagers? Why does that make him a traitor?
That's because the Imperial Army was ordered to murder all of the villagers. But among the soldiers, not a single one but your brother Abel made the right decision. He tried to stop the soldiers from killing the defenseless villagers and hid some children. He was eventually shot by a fellow soldier. Noelle, I'm nothing but a coward who can only watch Abel go. So, do you hate me now, Noelle?
No, you didn't have a choice. Otherwise, you wouldn't be alive today.
Yeah, you're right. And you built weapons in order to survive. You see, we are the same. I hope you can forgive yourself just as you have forgiven me.
Thank you, Kruz. Thanks for cheering me up with a story I'm sure you don't like to tell. But I don't think I can ever forgive myself. My crime is too serious to just let go.
I know. You'll probably feel that way for the rest of your life. But that's why I fight. I keep fighting to save more lives than the ones I've taken. I may sound smug, but that's the only thing I can do to redeem myself.
Sounds like a tough path to take. That might be the only way I can live on as well.
You have a gift that I don't have. That's why you should be able to do things better than me.
Okay, Kruz, you win. Now, let's head to the mission room. It all begins by defeating Oswald first.
That's good to hear. Welcome back to the team, Corporal Noelle Tory. Boy, what is this game about? This game is sort of like a retelling of World War II. just kind of from a much, much different perspective. I think maybe that's the best way to describe this, but it's sort of like an alternate universe World War II. Not an alternate universe like there's now like cyberpunk cowboys or something like that. It's all very realistic. Oh shoot, my team is half dead. Okay. Maybe they should get some rest. I know, that's where we get our orders. Where the hell's the inn? In other words, this is like the non-boring version of Oppenheimer. I know. There are probably some people out there that really like that movie. I would have liked it more if I could stay awake, and had some interesting things happen, and some characters that were likable. More anti-tank guns. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to save this for... I think we'll save this for tomorrow, and we'll stop it there for tonight. This is audap. You've been watching Chrome Wolf running on the Nintendo Switch. Again, this game is available on PlayStation 4 and Xbox. Originally appeared on the Xbox first. Usually Xbox gets these Kemco games about 2 weeks in advance, sometimes 3, somewhere around there. The base game is like $15, and then you can buy some DLC for $5 a piece that can make the game a little easier if you want to. But yeah, check it out. It's good stuff. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.